We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Sterling Hawkwick there to kick off for the Falcons.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Down Seattle.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He dumps it to Hyde. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete here, it's Hyde.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pick.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And that is incomplete.
that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Here now the first carry is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back 25! 65!
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
42-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
First down, a run with Hyde. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and 2. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle
taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Falcons 0.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Escaping the press. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Falcons, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
operating from the gun. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. pryclezz10's there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Taking it about the 16. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The tackle by Darrell Taylor. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 30 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 14. Falcons 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Reed. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Into double coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Pick up a 3.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
Ryan's pass.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Returnable for Lockett, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A big pickup of 38. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
He finds his running back, Hyde. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
They'll run on 1st down. Hyde. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
25-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
So that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This is Carson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. He was 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of
the last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
20.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They go play action with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been... Julio Jones all alone. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point out.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
That was a special return, And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On first down, Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Play action. It's Ryan. Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First down.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He was taken down by K.J. Wright. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. On the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now left side on the swing pass. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check 99.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. This is caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the bench? And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49, guys. Mike, 40. Hey, South. Oh, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
The Falcons.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw again, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
49 for Mike. 49 for Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Calvin Ridley, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no refill. Don't know how it feels.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.